Okay, only 2 races left and about 3 hours to go. World Touring Car 600, here I come at the Nürburgring Grand Prix. But almost forgot one thing that I just need to get down to do some tuning management, just in case to have the power restrictor and output adjustment will be set back into 100%, and other parts might need to do some reducing amount of performance point if I had to be working up to have some replacement to be updated to be changed up and give a recalculation. But I'll have to do this right now and leave the clutch and flight wheel to be set in racing. Exhaust manifold will be double checked and muffler set to be on semi racing. Let's review check and maybe 2 overpower. Okay, so let's do this. Just give 75% and work it up and give the adjustment will be stopped at 598.42 performance point and 271 horsepower. That should do very well, and weight reduction will be going right back into 2183. When it comes to have some tuning work, you might need to have some management if you're about to go adding up with some more slots on racing tires, or in case to have the sports compound tires if you're about to go with a road going type or group 4 car. But after all, it's all about having your own personal station of balance of performance will help you out and get things strategized if you're about to go climb up into the top 3 position to be placed up and make a good check mark before heading up to Daytona International Speedway for race number 5 in the 4th week of April at the end of the month. But looks like May 1st is about to go for day 1 in this month, so that will be a good time to be on the deadline until today is Thursday. So I got everything I need, and opponents will have to get things to be strategized, including with Koch Berlin in the Alfa Romeo Giulia GT-AM 2020, and also yet, I'll have to be on the lookout with some few other all-wheel drive supercars like the Lamborghini Huracan 2015, and of course, for only one Honda NSX 2017 driven by Valeo Gallo in position number 2 to be set and go on a head start. So I had to wrap it up, get started out in the rolling formation before 3 seconds will go green light on the countdown. Just listen to the sound of the VTEC engine and the semi-racing muffler will go respond at the RPM range. So I had to slow down before take the first turn and catching up by 2 Alfa Romeo road cars by starting out with Daniel Solis in the 4C 2014 along with Koch Berlin in the Giulia GT-AM 2020. This will do very well, and momentarily to have a good watchful focusing eye when you're about to be entered in turn 3 and stay slowly to be on the respond handling to take turn 4. It's a very good kind of a first generation facelift NSX ever since the first one came out from 1991. But still have a good potential of a Japanese monster engine will go pack up to have a nice facelift on the headlight. It'll have to be bigger than the paces and go for the gap distance in total by 35.4 seconds left. So there you go. Take the inside corner by having a one-way apex before proceed in sector 3 by taking on the Michael Screwhammer S. Got to make sure to be on the lookout on Randall Haywood and his Lamborghini Huracan 2015 as a most challenging contender. Alright, that should do well. Gonna have to catch up on Asus Willow in the Nissan GT-R Nismo 2017. I'll have to let him go first and take the world standard curve. Moving up to the right and 4th sector to catch up on Ethan Lim in his Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray 2020. Alright, here comes the chicane. 1 car at a time, take a number, and go for a limitation capacity by 3. Okay, now gonna have to switch it up and go from outside and do a mid inside. But close enough, all I have to do is gonna have to get my strategy to be work up and proceed in lap 2 in the meantime. Alright, it's going well for the speed. Just to clarify, before heading back in turn 1 by the 1st sector. Alright, very nice and doing good. Looks like Fernando Gallo has been dropped down in third position by Jose Serrano by moving up in second place with his Porsche Cayman GT4 2016 by overtake on the Honda NSX 2017 to remain in third. So no time to dance and go for a little bit more daytime tour. So I see the next three, but I know the guess: Mercedes-AMG GTR 2017, RE Emira FD3S RX-7, and 2020 Toyota GR Supra RC. Got to go back in the third sector and take the Michael Screwhammer S again, second time, and hand focus spawn will be going Perfection C, and Reflex will be follow the line. Okay, that's the ticket, closing up, and heading back in the World Starter curve for only 3 car limitation space of capacity. Gonna have to catch up and go Q on slipstream. Whoa, closing up, and I just barely pulled out the brake in case of emergency. Alright, very nice, and solid flying watchful eye surveillance on the radar. There he is. Randall Haywood is on third position but received a faster lap time in 2 minutes, 23.887 seconds. Time attack, let's get started, and have myself in 2 minutes, 19.874 seconds for the 2002 Honda NSX Type R. But halfway there in the third lap, just have to keep a good watchful eye on 7 remaining vehicles as I'm about to go moving up and have myself will be placed up in third position as the key ejected if I had to keep doing a lot of more practice by using the same car. It takes skills and masterpiece for myself and all the other Gran Turismo players who really have to think about different road going vehicles to catch up with some top tier vehicles. But it takes a lack of concentration and steady up to have some more parts requirement if you're about to prove yourself to be using on 3 different types of aspiration: normal, supercharged, or turbocharger if you're about to go for it. So I have a good eye on 22nd on the gap distance to be decreased down to 19.7 seconds left. But unless Randall Haywood in the Lamborghini Huracan 2015 is on second position by moving on. Okay, no time for a little bit more slowed down distraction on the Jaguar F-Type 2014. Comanos is still doing well to be placed up by the defense when he's on 6th place. Just give that overtake and moving up on the turn. Okay, step right up. World Starter curve comes in. Going back in the 4th sector. Might need to get my mind and get my strategy to be focusing up in a speed position. Jose Serrano is on 3rd place. That's what I'm about to go to. Almost good enough to have a total gap distance in 18.5 seconds left, and looks like Mikhail Hisal is going way above onto the main length of the gap, is coming around to be on the ongoing defense in first until Randall Haywood steps in and take the one-on-one battle between all-wheel drive sports car between the Subaru Impreza 22B STI and the Lamborghini Huracan 2015. So he actually beat my lap time, 2 minutes, 19.369 seconds. I should rather have the Sports Soft compound tires as I really need to take that further step requirement. Gonna have to keep working hard and do well to be studied up and disciplined the 2002 NSX Type R. So it's about to get a little bit close in. Okay, close call. Just give the overtake pass on the NSX 2017 driven by Beleo Gallo. Now, Takuma Minasono is going all the way to catch up in about a few more seconds left as the round to be placed up in 16.8 seconds. Got to keep a good maintained line of the pace. Gonna keep going. Back to Sector 3 by taking on the Michael Skuhammer S for the 4th time. So almost there to catch up to the Subaru WRX STI Type S 2014 in about 0.5 seconds. 4th sector is in. Now, gonna have to take that turn to go curb up on the straightaway by touching up the apex. That should do very good enough. We're almost there to have the two remain drivers as the battle rages on and ongoing before we proceed to the final lap. So I just had to be here on time, like having late for the party. Okay, doing well to be successful and speed resourceful as the final lap as I just made it on time and clarified to have Randall Haywood's current lap time to be faster up but remain to be suitable for defense. Okay, so just have to change it up and gonna have to go for a different game plan as I'm about to be stay in 3rd. But much brilliant and successful for two cars in all-wheel drive, and one of them in the mid-engine layout is still possible to do some tuning work and suited for adjusted. Just have to steer well and amp up with a naturally aspirated to stay ongoing. So I had to catch up in about 14.2 seconds left on Mikhail Hisal in position 2. So I have to stay remain and go around in 3rd. But it's only just a race. Every road car might need to do some more practice to get things corrected and make that mark to go succeeded in 1st place. But anyone's personal balance of performance is all about to make things to go strategize and have the racing tires will go on the management. So I just might need to learn more. It's all about to have some characteristics with some tuning and adjustment will be suggested to go by under 600 performance point when you're about to be entered in WTC 600 by different race courses. But I can't wait until Tokyo Expressway. We'll be doing the main part. We'll go longer up and have the road cars will be stepping in the meantime by the future weekly challenges later on. But I'll have to wait and see how it turns out. We might need to have the next 5 events. We'll give a dot of prediction. And look at it go, you guys. Randall Haywood is about to take the final stretch and have the podium finish. We'll be doing on the checker mark to be received in 1st. Mikhail Hisal just finished in 2nd. And I'm almost there to have the final corner for the Honda NSX Type R 2002. We'll be getting there and go check on the 3rd position to be marked on a suitable main ejected podium. Alright, just like that. And 4th check mark has been earned and received by having a good resource requirement. That's 3rd position, just came in last, and well done to be indeed before heading out to Daytona International Speedway for the Group 1 Prototype Series. Let's have a good check. 5th lap, 2 minutes, 17.153 seconds. Nicely done, Randall Haywood. You and your Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 2015 just came in a long way and expert by having a total time in 11 minutes, 21.474 seconds. But maybe next time I really have to be sure to do a lot more practice when using the Honda NSX 2002. We'll do some characteristics of building up on different performance without having 3 stages of weight reduction. But it gets too powerful, but might need to have some proper adjustment horsepower, just like the turbocharged RPM for the example. But I'll have to take 48,000 GT credit, and wow, 16 miles, and give an update into today's driving marathon was 92.3 miles. But that would be deserved to have this content replay will be called out and have that playback position to go over duration. Let's do by 7 minutes and 10 seconds until the main scene. We'll have to go right here before turn 1 by having a captured thumbnail image. Just like that, and make it more frame respond. So that's good enough. Just make it much more received to be updated. And how about this one? Just like that. And one good solid touch on the apex is all I need. Okay, so that will bring out to have a 4 content replay to be saved, and let's go for race number 5 in the last stage at the end of April weekly challenge. So folks, I know you really think about trying to make your way to get up in first place when you enter Group 1 Prototype Series at Daytona International Speedway. Just in case if you're about to go for any Group 1 car or non-specific racing vehicle, such as 2 fictional F1 race cars like the Gran Turismo F3500-A and the F1500T-A is the main example as I'm about to go for it, as I'm about to be using with my own UDRS Inspotech livery before enter to take the final stage. Suggested, we'll be doing much more regulation to go by 950 or less, which is very good enough to have 8 times the tire wear and 10 times of fuel consumption rate. We'll have to go for a faster up and make a 1 F1 race car versus 19 Group 1 prototype race car. I'm about to go for it, and this time it's all about to have one historic fictional F1 race car from the 1980s. It's the perfect choice for all of you if you really want to get up and go achieve to win the race whenever you're about to go in first position as the main key of our objective. But in the meantime, just to make sure to do a lot of practice until you have to get it right, and if you're about to be using on any Group 1 car, feel welcome to, and I'm about to go right in and suitable to help myself to go in 20 position as I got everything to be mapped out and go for the Racing Soft compound tires will be amped up into 936.70 performance points. Got to do the same calculate performance, 5th and final round, here I come, and let's do this. It's been a while that I never used the F1500T-A since GT Sport, but this will be the right time, and give Lean 6 will be full on management, will be put up to the test and go for a slow percentage on decrease by overtake with 19 Group 1 race cars. Got to feel the turbocharged RPM, Racing Soft compound tires is going to be faster and longer. We'll be on the lookout for the range of duration by around in 10 laps. Got to go kick it up at a high gear and wait on standby before having the first Group 1 race car we'll be doing on the quadruple overtake. So here comes sector 2. Got to go a little bit more longer. Just wait until exiting on turn 6 in the meantime after the West Horseshoe by the corner. Just not yet at least. So I got the strategy to plant myself and give it all I got. Here comes sector 3, and line up in order, we'll go quadruple overtake. From 20 place and climbing up into 16 place. That should do the faster way, we'll be on the get-go. So try this, you guys. If you're about to go with non-specific Group 1 race car, better make sure to grab any kinds of Gran Turismo inspired F1 race cars like the F1500T-A or F3500-A. And plus, you might need to have the Red Bull X 2019 competition if you're about to go for it. this will do help away and one tip method by fixing up with 19 Group 1 prototype race cars if you're about to be choosing on LMP1, Vision GT Group 1 cars, Group C, and one Toyota GR010 hybrid if you're about to go adding up with a turbocharged RPM to be optional. Just only have one good improved racing vehicle should do well enough and give it much more indeed to have a faster paces on the balance of speed. So I got the 14th position moving on. Gonna have to catch up towards T Yamanaka in the Mazda LM55 Vision GT Group 1, followed by Giorgio Mangalo in the Porsche 962C 1980s. And plus, got a good eye on Boss Beaver Boris, and the Nissan GTR LM Nismo 2015 is now been seen on position 11. Got to work it up on the RPM range. 4th gear kicks in and switch it into gear number 5. Got a good distance on 18.6 seconds left. Gonna make sure to have that chicane to keep it nice, safe, and go follow the line. But if you're about to go full speed overdrive, just try to be careful without using lean 6 in case you really have to go for power 1. But don't forget, you might need to have lean 6 to stay there in the meantime if you're about to go with one pit stop available at the single rate. So third lap comes in. I got a minute 36.016 seconds as I'm about to be on the halfway mark on the middle grid in position 11. Now this is a very good interesting battle for only one Vision GT, Group C, and Le Mans Hypercar. So I have to go maintain information. Got to avoid the contact if I'm about to go back onto the West Horseshoe. Take turn 5. Just work it up all the way. Just try not to go over rev when you're exiting the corner. So I got a good fuel motion and make that counter reflex. So it's going right back into 19.2 seconds. Gonna have to make that push. Engage the clean pass overtake, moving to the 9th place. Alright, splendid and good correction, Mundo. Almost there, catching up Angel Inestrosa in the Toyota GR010 hybrid. Much more clear, clever, and successful to have one lane of the overtake before the 4th lap will come here in the meantime. But always remember, every race car will be preferred to be in the main formation on the right side of the track if the driver are about to go enter to the pits. But only in GT7, any faster race car like the F1500-T-A is the key example to have a nice potential of performance to give a nice sound of the V12 engine in the turbocharged aspiration. But in that case, this will have to take the first time to go for a moment. So how many percentage am I at? Down to 34. So I'll have to do for halfway on the duration lap. Just might have to go by 15.2 seconds to go. Just make that precision to go on the right side. So I have the other few drivers by enter the chicane. It's like I'm becoming like a superhero star. Alright, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Down to 20%, so I had to use it wisely if I had to be slower on the decrease. Alright, 5th lap on the halfway mark. Got to be here soon, and the Soft Racing compound tires is coming along nicely. I see Takuma Minasono in the McLaren Ultimate Vision GT Group 1. So let's get in there and catching up in the meantime to have 5 more laps to go. Got to stay ahead. Just nail the West Horseshoe and then clear up and good. Okay, very good, impressive. Down to 9.7 seconds. Almost there, catching up to Jonathan Wong's current position in the 3rd spot, along with Simon Bishop in position 2 and his Jaguar SJR-9. I see 2 of them, and more likely, Vallejo Gallo is still in the lead. Just have to keep going and rolling up to have the trick up my sleeve. Signal comes in and pit stop on schedule. Alright, now gonna have to have my crew to be ready up and set by a percentage to go for requirement in 100% mark. So I have to hurry up quick. 5th lap is going on the halfway mark to proceed to be entered on 6th lap. So I have to sit back and have the best cinematic cutscene to have my crew to ready up and change up the same tire compound. Alright, perfection, check, and dropping down onto the grid standings. This will do just the way it does. Okay, good as new, and full on maxed out. Okay, it's going right back on to 13th place, and I still have the faster lap time by a minute, 35.719 seconds, as I still keeping up in the focus. Okay, there's a Suzuki and an Audi Vision GT Group 1. I'll have to let them go fast, and just have to be exiting out on turn 6. Okay, gonna have to go rolling up and push it into overdrive. There we go. Another quadruple overtakes bites the dust. Okay, Simon Bishop is in the lead. That means Jonathan Wong and Vallejo Gallo has some good medium compound tires and fuel for 31%. So I had to hurry up quickly. This was to go faster up and pedal to the metal. Three more laps to go. Time to dive in and head back at turn 1. It's getting well good, and obviously for the strategy of F180 style. Feel the turbocharge will be stepped up and make that total gap distance to be focusing right back in 24.5 seconds. Okay, solid reflex work and momentarily to have that good perfectioncy. Okay, keep it nice and tight. It's getting close and clear. Down to 23.4 seconds to go, as Takuma Minasono is still pushing up on the offense on going to be remain strong. Got to make sure Simon Bishop will have to take the pit stop soon, so I got a good upper hand advantage where to go for the next 3 Group 1 cars will be queued on triple overtake. But more likely, double overtake will do the common choices to have my best way to go. I feel that win and closing in by 2 more laps to go. It's going fresh up the book and triple times the speed. Just right on the gap distance to be down by 4.5 seconds. I'm almost there and catching up towards Berleo Gallo in the Nissan R92 CP 1992 and still have a possible way to get there for only one strategy of the method if you're about to go for a faster pace of the F1 racing vehicle by one Gran Turismo exclusive vehicle. So let's go pedal to the metal. Going right back and feel the speed. We'll be switched back into power 1. We'll give the boost. Just have to feel the racing line. Going slipstream and gonna be on the lookout at the chicane to go wide open. Alright, first place, and I got this one to be proceed to have an extra time moment before proceed in the 9th lap. So I come this far, faster pace and time of the essence will be doing well indeed to have a moment without taking procrastination. Just only had to take the deadline on Thursday, so you might have to be hurry up until this weekly challenges is about to be over soon. Just only have one more lap and be on standby until the final lap will be on number 10. Just give the sunset, we'll be feeling the motion, and I just really give the sweet taste of a racing victory for the United Defense Reformation Service Inspirtech Racing Team Division. Okay, doing well. Just make that defense to go back on the curved street speed session. Okay, nice and solid work. I still got a good balance on the soft tires, just only have 50% on the front right along with the rear left. And nothing else won't be having any affected as well for the front left and the rear left. We're almost there. This will have to be proceed and go onward to the final lap in number 10. So I have to be managing up and get myself prepared to be a slow paced situation. That's why try not to go push yourself when you're using on power 1, otherwise you might have to be back to square 1 again. Only 15% to go. So I still have 1.7 seconds left on Berleo Gallo when he's on 2nd place. But just in time before the night falls, we'll give an early twilight hour. We'll be having the lights will be turned on automatically in display. Just wait until the fireworks will be arriving in May, and so long April 2025 and hello May 2025 for the first week. But almost forgot one thing as I'm still yet focusing to be remain to have myself with a new record, 1 minute 34.417 seconds. And it's about to get closer, almost there to have a 2-second gap distance for a further requirement. We'll be going hold down the line defense. But here comes 2%. Oh boy, this is going to be an ultimate sacrifice and bring out the skin of a teeth. And I can't believe it, this will take the finish line to go in success. Ho ho! Now this is a right on schedule before the gas is running low on fuel. First place and check mark number 5 is complete to go faster and longer. Successful and challenging to go risk for the remarkable moment. But you guys really might have to think about to go for only 2 Gran Turismo F1 race cars of the 80s or 90s, just like the F1500T-A or F3500-A. Total time in 16 minutes, 35.216 seconds, and I still have the 7th lap will remain, as I said earlier, is well solid faster work, and challenge yourself by climbing up into the top 3 position if you're about to go golden precision in the first. But made it on time, and also yet to have the countdown before a few hours left until the 4th week of April, and the latest weekly challenge is about to be over soon. And that's 172,500 GT credits for the clean bonus, and here comes the car category for a 6-star roulette ticket. Alright, brought you on daytime, and give the playback position to be adjusted by selecting in a different duration. I'll have to go in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll be giving a thumbnail image by the captured. So here it is right now, and just have to go slower in to have that spot. Very nice, and there you go. But one more thing to have this good scene of the picture. Okay, that's better, and have this content replay will be deserved on number 5. We'll be calling in for the day. With having 3 prizes has now been received, the quickest way will be heading back to the GT garage. I still have 23 gifts available, so I have to do it right now and check on the expiration date. But first, I'll have to take 3 prizes. We'll have to go notification on special gifts, so I had to take a small payday by 150,000 GT credit. Second, parts category in 6-star roulette ticket. Let's open up and see which one should I get. Just give me something to have one different compatible vehicle, and there is the Brembo Carbon Ceramic Disc. This will go to the Wicked Fabrication GT51 and recommend retail price by 16,500 GT credits. And for the car category for the same 6-star ticket, which one should I get? I bet it's gonna be race cars and one Vision Gran Turismo car picked by 2. And there you go. So I already got the BMW Vision Gran Turismo, and the same kind of a color with a livery variation on end performance is quite good to have a nice performance point in 719.18 performance point. Perfection and good on the mineral white. So I already got this one from the brand Central, and momentarily we'll consider this as a gift icon. Okay, so let's do this and have some few roulette tickets on expiration date by the current date until May 10, 2025. I'll have to pick the 3-star ticket and open up right now. Just give me one good high earning. Close, and almost had a 500,000 GT credit is calling for me, so I'll have to take 10,000 GT credit, earning up and resourceful. So let's do on second roulette ticket for a 4-star. Let's see which one should I get. Okay, not even close without getting a new swap engine or a Nissan GT-R Group 4, but another 10,000 GT credit should do update to my current balance. Okay, third ticket on the roulette by having a second 4-star coming up, and roll with the chances. Okay, 1 part acquired, and the compatible vehicle will be going to the Nissan GT-R safety car for a height adjustable sports suspension. Okay, rolling up to have the 4th roulette ticket. Number 3 4-star is on the list. Yes, and Lady Luck is giving me my best moment of chance. 500,000 GT credit, and very good to be solid fine work to get back up into 60 million after spending some few days and wait until the last car will be registered to the car index until the number of vehicles will be stored in and the progress to get up into 100% complete. But I can't wait, and my current progress is all I need to have some free time and still yet remains to do some main participation to go enter by using the full walkthrough. And for the second 3-star ticket is up, another Renault Megane RS Trophy safety car has now been earned in the bronze comment type. 500.06 performance point, and that should do very well indeed to have another one to be stored in the garage. So that's very nice, and keep it well kept. Okay, now number 6 roulette ticket by having a 5-star coming up, and high chances for a better prize. But no credits, just only have 2 cars, invitation, and I have a good guess it's the Ferrari 430 Scuderia 2007. Sweet and good sport in red. But my main guess is the Rosso Corsa is very more perfect. I'll have to keep this baby in the garage. Now, gonna have to go by limitation for reward challenge will be set into 9. So, number 7 is up. 4-star ticket is on the way. But not even close, but small earnings will come in to have 10,000 GT credits as usual. Okay, number 3-star ticket in the dirt one coming up. And let's see how it turns out. Okay, looks like another times another charm. Small earnings comes in with small payday earnings after a successful 5-race participation to go shorter, medium, and longer. Last but not least, May 20th, 2025 on 4-star roulette ticket. So I always have to keep up and do some more earnings by driving marathon by every day. But this will have to go with parts, invitation, or a new swap engine. But I'll have to take the Ferrari invitation is gonna have to be adding up by expiration date. So it's gonna be ends in May 31st, 2025. I'll have to keep this for a while, and that will call it for a day. What a busy day for the 4th week of April after this, and moving on in May. So what do you guys think? But I just really think about having one good main part of the content video, as I just been working so hard like forever until my current subscriber will be reaching up towards 1,000. But after all, it takes having brand new content video takes time by having a lot of hard work. But I can't wait until tomorrow's first week of May in the weekly challenge is about to go reset with some 5 races, including the second round for the Aston Martin Vantage 1-man category we'll be taking on in Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Infield A. And plus, they might be having some 4 events just to let you guys know earlier we had to take on in European Sunny Cup 500 at Brands Hatch Grand Prix Circuit, pickup truck race at the Big Willow in Willow Springs International Raceway, Fuji International will be put up to the test, and last but not least, and the historic Sports Car Masters will go again at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Well, I just remember back then, since when I was using the Alpine A110 1600S 1972 by almost ending up in 2nd position by challenging for the Lamborghini Countach 1970 model. But I'll have to go again soon, and this time adding up with parts will make it much more stronger, faster, and be more challenger to becoming as a competitive historic real car master. But it takes skill, balance, and discipline is all I need to have some good respectful ways of racing responsibility. But even of course to have some highlighted moments since racing at Tokyo Expressway central clockwise in Japanese F-Bar Challenge 450 for my UDRS and Sportec livery on the 2021 Toyota GR86 RC, along with the Honda NSX Type R 2002 at Nürburgring Grand Prix for the World Touring Car 600, as I still might need to do some more practice and originally to be ending up in 3rd place. especially to have 2 events, as I really did well impression to have a brand new kind of suspension camp livery on the Renault Kenko 1.4 2001, but adding up with increased displacement will be named as the Kenko 1.5 2001. But yeah, I kind of think about increase of tuning parts will adding up by a number of displacement will be giving a good updated name. Along with the WRC Original Edition at Osage Village, just only have one total dominant livery in the Pesciat RC set Group B rally car with Mr. Coconut in it. But I still remember that I just really think about Mr. Coconut as a good and animated object. But speaking of which, I'll have to think about it and have to keep moving on forward as I'm about to wrap it up until at the end of the current video. So, I can't wait. And momentarily to have the brand new lap time challenge, we'll be heading up to WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca for another time and go with a Ford Shelby GT350R 2016 after the Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray 2020 and of course the Ford Mustang GT 2015. If I had to work hard or I'll have to leave it as well to be ending up in silver, just remember, practice well and make that mark will be achieved and successful and go all the way to be climbing up in the gold level entry whenever it takes to go for a duration period for every 2 weeks. But I still have a lot of way to go and momentarily to have one more thing on the dashboard just to have one card left to have a register to the car index, which is only to be having one Aston Martin historic vehicle. But take a good look guys, I'm at 528, only one more to go and the car collection is about to be finishing up by 100% complete. So I had to be on the free time in session and progress will be still remain ongoing in 95%. Music Rally will be put up in 33% by having a mini full walkthrough and I still have circuit experience has maxed out in 100% complete. So this will have to take some time and I'll have to leave it to myself and then my journey will be continue on. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7 and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.